This drill involves going from one end of the ice to the other, or in a straight line, essentially, kind of a serpentine pattern. And you start on one side and you do one crossover one way and then immediately transition into a crossover the other way. Our hands are going to lead the way on this, so our hands are going to travel across our body on this to kind of help guide our center of gravity and help us stay in balance. We're really looking at our edge control and that we're able to make equal pushes with both feet going both directions. We don't have one foot that's abbreviated, and our weight is over our heels as we push and as we skate up the ice. We're not on our toes. We're actually a little bit further back, slightly back from the middle of the foot towards our heels. Again, we're working on trying to build speed all the way through our motion both ways, so we're going downhill and always gaining speed through the whole time. So we watch this player, look at his hands. His hands are excellent. His hands are out in front of his body. They're going this way, and then before he rotates to the other crossover, his hands are going to swing and lead him that way. We've got good angle here. On that push, and we're going to look for an equal push from that foot and the other foot as he comes through. It kind of looks like instead of pushing out here, right here, notice that it's out. You're going to see him kind of pop up a little bit, and he's going to go up a little bit. That's going to reduce our speed instead of maintaining that outward push and that angle. Just watch if we can see that. He comes up here a little bit instead of out. His foot comes up. You can see there's a little bit of a flex here in the skate. So there's some weight there. There's pressure being lost here instead of this being a nice straight line. It's a little bit angled, so there's some weight lost, and maybe that's the reason why he's having to compensate and push up a little bit. So trying to maybe line that ankle up a little more leg strength, and to push out. So he's pushing up here instead of out. Come back, see now the hands transfer, that's good. And good angle there. Again, you can kind of see that there may be a little bit of speed to gain if we can get that bend out and make that just a straight angle, so he's got more weight, even more lean into the middle. It's like in our turns, the more angle we have, the faster we're going to go. Another aspect that you can focus on here is what Jason Yee calls the hidden gas pedal, which is the inside edge. So of this, it would be this foot here, the inside edge of that foot is, and kind of the heel area is going to push out here. Now some players will abbreviate this push and they'll be more off the toe, and we're leaving some speed on the table when we do that because we're not getting as much power and push out of that particular stride when we do that. And again, kind of goes back to control over your outside edges. If you have strength and control over your outside edges, be more comfortable hanging on to that edge through this motion and getting that push more off the back of the skate, a little more meatier part of the skate. The other player here, first time through, he's got the habit of having his hands in good position if he was to have the puck. So, you know, if the puck's right here while he's skating, that's good protective position. Maybe there's a defender right here trying to chase him down, and he's using his body to protect the puck, which is good. But in this particular drill, maybe it would be a situation where there's a defender right here chasing, and you want to just push the puck in the direction you're going and build speed. You're going to be faster if your hands lead the way. And you can see why here in the next couple frames. Right here, you can see how he has to compensate and almost stand up. You see how his arms rise up, his body rises up. Part of this is because his hands are leading him away from where he's actually going. So he has to kind of fight against that, counterbalance, and get going in the right direction. There's no problem going this way because his hands are in front and leading him. His hands and face are leading him that direction. So he doesn't have to fight that at all. So coached him up a little bit, and now you'll see this. Now his hands are leading the way, and there's almost no, there's a little bit here, a little bit there. He comes up, but not nearly as bad as the other one. And we could improve here is get this foot maybe turned a little bit more so it doesn't have to compensate for where he's landing. You can see how it's up. We don't want to land on our heel. We want to land as flat as we can. Some coaches even say kind of leaning forward a little bit, have almost your toe land first there. To be more efficient. Building speed all the way down the ice. As much angle as possible. This is a classic Connor McDavid move. If you watch him get that puck in the top of the zone and try to accelerate past a back checker and past the defender, he's going to use these crossover moves, but he's got equal strides. It's just as good as just making strides. He builds speed through these crossover moves. So we want to try to get good at these things in our practices and learn how to control that edge, push off that hidden gas pedal, maintain the highest possible angle, biggest possible angle, and get faster and faster the further up ice we go.